Hurricane Ike smashed into Galveston, Texas on September 13, 2008. Despite the hurricane producing a storm surge that ranged from 10 to 17 feet, much of the city of Galveston was spared from the worst of the Gulf's wrath. How? A 17-foot tall, 10-mile long seawall guards the shores of the island. This wall was created in response to the deadliest weather event in U.S. history, the 1900 Galveston hurricane. In the late 1800s, Galveston was a thriving port city on the Texas coast. Given its location, it served as a gateway to much of the country's interior. On September 8, 1900, a monstrous Category 4 hurricane barreled into the island, bringing winds of over 130 miles an hour and a devastating 15-foot-plus storm surge. The hurricane destroyed at least 3,600 buildings and unalived between 6,000 and 8,000 people, although some estimates range much higher. To prevent a similar catastrophe, the state of Texas and the county of Galveston decided to erect a seawall that could repel the ocean's fury. With the memory of the tragedy still fresh, Galvestonians resoundingly approved the bond measure for the seawall in 1902. The first 3-mile section of the seawall was completed in 1904. This original section of seawall weighs a staggering 40,000 pounds per linear foot. The county, state, and federal governments paid for various additions to the wall until the 1960s. Today, the wall stretches along the most populated parts of the island. The seawall served its purpose with Hurricane Ike, largely blocking what would have been a catastrophic storm surge for the city. However, the island wasn't invincible, and water still inundated much of the city, especially in areas close to the bay, where the seawall provided no protection. Today, Galveston is a bustling coastal city of over 50,000 people, and the tourism industry supports the local economy and government. In 2022, tourism funded 1 out of every 3 jobs in the city, with visitors spending $1.2 billion that year. In the same year, visitors flooded the local and state governments with $120 million in assorted tax revenue, giving the city of Galveston 54% of its operating budget. But what would the city look like without the seawall? Would hurricanes like Ike have wrecked the island's tourism industry, eliminating a key part of the island's economy? The construction of the seawall forces us to consider the role of government spending in the lives of people today. Should infrastructure be a priority at the local, state, and national levels? What are the consequences of a failure to invest in various forms of infrastructure? Remember when